You're going to find out that Jesus Christ is black. Get me Revelation chapter 12 and verse 16 if I could. So now we're going to go into the Bible, man. We're also going to go into some history so we can prove what we're saying. So we know we ain't just out here talking nonsense. We're going to go into some history also, man. Give me Revelation chapter 12 and verse 16. Because listen, man, we've done some research in here. We've done some scholarly research in here, man. You bring all your scholars up to what part of London are we? Central. Bring all your scholars up to Central London, man. Come up to Central London with all your scholars. Because we know what we're talking about, man. Get your scholars to challenge us on this information, man. You go bring Herodotus if you want, man. One of the greatest scholars of all time. You tell him to come Central London if you want. Give me that, the book of Revelations, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Revelation 12, verse 16. And the earth helped the woman.
And it says the earth helped the woman. What's that? That's talking about archaeology, man. The earth helped the woman. Archaeology helped us in our research, man. Archaeology helped us in our research in finding out the real Jews are black, man. In finding out with the children of God. The earth helped the woman. Read on.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which dragged on.
And the earth swallowed up the flood that the dragon cast out of its mouth. You know who the dragon is? The white man, man. All these European nations, that's the dragon. And they cast the flood out of their mouth. And you know what that flood was? A flood of lies, man. They cast the flood of lies out of their mouth when they said Jesus Christ is white, man. When they said the Jews are white, man. They cast the flood out of their mouth. Read that for me one more time from the top.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
So now this dragon cast the flood of lies out of his mouth. Everybody knows all the British do is lie, man. All they do is lie about history. They lie, man. So what did we have to do? We had to go to the library and get all the records, man. We had to go sit in the library and get all the accounts. And now we're finding out that King James was black, man. Now we're finding out that Beethoven was black, man. Now we're finding out that Anne Boleyn was black, man. And all this history can be proven by history books, which lets you know that this country that rules over us just lies to us, man. Read that one more time from the top.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
And this man told a ton of lies, man. He told a ton of lies. If you know anything about the white man, he is mendacious, man. Does anyone know what the word mendacious means? Somebody that doesn't tell the truth, man. Listen, I know the English language better than English people do, man. Why? Because they beat it into my people, man. So much that I'm using big words that they don't even understand, man. Their oppressor is mendacious, man. Their oppressor is perfidious, man. Nobody out here knows what that means. Perfidious means he is deceitful, man. Guess what? I know your language better than you do. Why? Because your forefathers beat my ancestors into learning it, man. And now I know your country better than you do. I know your history better than you do, man. Because why? We study, man. So like I said, go get your best historians and you bring them to Central London, man. Go get every last one and see if they can prove us wrong. Read that one more time. And I also learned from Commanding General YAHANNA, man, who will smoke his scholars, man, who's already smoked a ton of his scholars, man, and he will smoke your religious leaders too. Bring your imams out here if you want, man. Also bring your politicians. You bring anybody out here, man, they can never stand before the men of God, man. Read that one more time.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
And the earth swallowed up the flood, man. That flood is lies, man. Because the oppressor is the devil. And why would he tell you the truth, man? This devil ain't never going to tell you the truth. He lies to black people, man. He makes black people think all they are is slaves, man. When black men, you're the greatest thing on the face of this earth. Who can run like you, man? Nobody. Who can fight like you, man? Nobody. Who can sing and dance like you, man? Nobody. We are the greatest people on the face of this earth, man. Don't ever let these other nations belittle you and tell you you're not, man. Read that one more time, Salah.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood
and the earth swallowed up the flood, man. So look your ears open. Give me that picture right there. Open that mouth and swallowed up the flood, man. Listen, man, this is part of the flood. This right here is part of the flood which came out of the dragon's mouth. People believe that Jesus Christ is white now. Well, listen, man, I'm gonna break your heart today, because Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible, man. And that's facts, that's written in the Bible, that Jesus Christ is a black man. The earth helped the woman. Give me Revelations chapter 1 and verse 1. Let me go to the book of Revelations to show you that Jesus Christ is a black man, man. Read that one, read that for me.
Revelations of Jesus Christ. Salakia. Revelations 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
So now he said he gave something to show unto his servants, man. Now we're going to see what Jesus Christ looked like according to the Bible. Give me verse 13.
Revelations 1 verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
That's the 7 schools, man. Read.
One like unto the Son of Man.
One like unto the Son of Man. Christ was called the Son of Man. So it's going to give a depiction of Jesus Christ, man. Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
And he had on a garment down to the foot.
And girt about the pack.
And he had a war bar around his midsection.
With a golden girdle. His head and his hands were white like wool.
We're reading out the same Bible that you have, man. We're reading out the same Bible that you have in your church. We're reading out the same Bible that you can buy from W.H. Smith. We're reading out the same Bible that you can find in the British Library, man. Read.
His head and his hands were white like wool, as white as snow.
As white as wool, as white as snow, man. This man here doesn't have woolly hair. Only black people have woolly textured hair, man. How can this be Jesus Christ if this ain't got no woolly textured hair? So who is this man? Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes are red because he drank wine. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Wait. His feet like unto what?
Fine brass.
His feet like unto what?
Fine brass.
So who is this? If it says Jesus Christ, his feet was like unto fine brass. Brass is brown, man. And this man right here ain't brown, man. So how could this be Jesus Christ? Black man, how have we got this at home? How do we go pray to this every Sunday? It makes no sense, man. Read.
As if they burned.
Wait. As if what?
They burned in a furnace.
Jesus Christ was so dark. It was as if he burned in a furnace, man. Jesus Christ was so dark. It was as if he burned in a furnace. So who's this white boy right here, man? This can't be Jesus Christ if Jesus Christ is black, man. Listen, black man, you have your own God, man. And your God is a black man. Do you know how stupid it is for a black man to every Sunday morning to get down on his knees, man, and to pray to this and ask this white man, will a nigger live or die, man? How are you going to ask the devil, can you save a nigger, man? It makes no sense. They are here killing us, man. The same people killing us ain't gonna save us, man. I'm gonna show you what you should do with this garbage throw it on the floor, man. That's what you should do with that garbage, because that is not Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ is a black man according to the Bible. Read that for me one more time.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So now, how did Jesus Christ become white? During the Renaissance period, man. During the rebirth, when they started painting all the images white, man. So lucky if somebody could get in my go in my bag and get me the works of Leonardo da Vinci. Now we're gonna show you part of the Renaissance period, man. Give me that one back in Revelations 12 again. Revelations 12 and 16. So now we're gonna show you a book, man. And this book is the complete works of Leonardo da Vinci. So now this book right here. So like, if I find the last picture for me in there, just go for you should see. Now this is the complete works of Leonardo da Vinci, man. This was an artist around the time of the Renaissance period. This man and Michelangelo were both artists, and they draw pictures of Bible men in the Bible, man. They draw pictures, and some of the pictures that they drew this picture right here, man. Leonardo da Vinci drew this picture right here. This is meant to be a picture of Jesus Christ. So now, read what you're holding again in Revelations.
Revelations 12 verse 16. And the earth heard the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood.
And the earth opened their mouth and swallowed up the flood. So you see how we said the oppressor is the dragon that cast the flood. Now remember, in this book, we're going to show you they cast, man. And then the earth helped the woman by us understanding the records, man. Listen, this Bible that we're reading right here, hold on, show them what we're reading. This is the King James version of the Bible, man. We didn't write that Jesus Christ is black in there. We didn't write that the Jews were black in there. We read the Bible and we saw that the Jews were black, man. We saw that Jesus Christ is black. Now, this right here is the Last Supper picture, man. So I can show that for me. So now, look at this picture right here, man. They showed all the disciples white, man. Every last one of them. Come to find out, all the disciples are black, man. All the disciples were black, man. And Leonardo da Vinci drew all of them like this, man. Read that in Revelations one more time. So this right here is the flood of lies that the Bible's talking about, man.
Revelations 12, verse 16. And the earth helped the woman.
And the earth helped the woman, man. The earth helped Israel find out who they are, man. Let them know about the archaeology and all of those things. Because why? If it was left up to our oppressor, this would be Jesus Christ right here, man. If it was left up to our oppressor, this would be all the disciples that rolled with him, man. When all Jesus Christ's disciples was black men. I can prove that from the Bible too, man. I can prove it. Read.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
And the earth swallowed up the flood, man. They gave us this and made us worship these images, man. You know why? Because this oppressor is so evil, man. Imagine he likes to break black people down and take all history from us and tells us the only history we have is slavery, man. He don't tell us that the Anglo-Saxons were black, man. He don't tell us that the Anglo-Saxon kings that ruled England and brought the language to England were black, man. We have to go through the records and find out that we can even prove that also with history. Read that one more time.
Revelations 12, verse 16. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood.
And the earth swallowed up the flood, man. And listen, man, like I said, we didn't write this Bible. Lift that Bible up, Salakia. We didn't write this Bible. What we done is we read this Bible, man. Now, you might think this is our version of the Bible. Now, if you think this is our version of the Bible, you know what you should do? You should go down to the British Library on Euston Street, man, and go look at the Codex Sinaiticus, man, which they call the oldest version of the New Testament in Greek, man. Go read that and it will tell you that Jesus Christ is black too, man. It will tell you that in Greek too. It will tell you that in every version of the Bible, man. It will tell you that in all the records, man, that Jesus Christ is black. It will tell you that the Jews are black in all the records, man, that they had in all the libraries. Go look, man, if you don't believe us. Drop that, hold on, let me see what I want next. Give me 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 45, man. And now, I'm gonna tell you how I'll stay light to you, man. 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48, so okay. Just find some more in there. There should be more. Find me the picture of Mary and Jesus. There's a picture of Mary and Jesus in there that they drawed. And that ain't the Mary and Jesus according to the Bible, man. Listen, man, the thing is this. Let me tell you something else. Also, I forgot to say, you know why you also believe all these white images that you see? Because now, back in England, there wasn't no Bibles. The churches didn't even have Bibles in them till about the late 1400s, man. So what did they do? They had the stained glass windows, man. And on those stained glass windows was pictures of white people on there. And they would teach you based off the stained glass windows. They would show you images. This is Jesus right here. This is Mary right here. And the books that we have shows you that, man. They would teach you doctrine based off images. And then what would they do? Because Bibles took 10 months for churches to get them, and it was expensive, it cost like a year's wage to get the Bible back then. What did they do? They had a thing called the Biblia Pauperum, man. The Biblia Pauperum was what? A piece of wood where they would draw images, man, and they would show you them white images and say, this is Jesus Christ. This is Jesus Christ. That was in like the 13th, 14th century, man. A time before there wasn't Bibles in the churches. The first time they had official Bibles in the churches was when, with the great Bible man, under Henry VIII. So lucky, give me 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48.
Go on. 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
And did what?
Laid open the book of the law.
They laid open the book of the law, man. Turn that book around for them, Hakian. They laid open, show the image what that we got the page on. They laid open the book, man, and they painted the images in their likeness, man. They painted the images in their likeness. Like we was reading, the earth had the woman. There's a book called Russian Icons, man. But that book's too expensive. It's about £2,000 right now, man. So if you could put some donations in the donation bucket so we can get a copy, man. You go put some money in that donation bucket so we can get a copy of Russian Icons. Read that.
Come and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
And did what?
Wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
And they painted the likeness of their images. This book right here is the likeness of their images, man. They painted the likeness of their images. Everything we're showing you, we can back it up from the Bible, man. Listen, where's one of those good old Christians? Come and prove me wrong, man. Come and prove me wrong, man. If what I'm saying is lies, come and prove it, man. This is what you should do. Don't be so prevaricate, man. Don't be so evasive, man. Come and stand on your religion, man. Come and stand on Jesus being white if that's what you believe, man. So I can crush your whole world, man. So I can crush your whole world when I let you know Jesus Christ is black. When I let you know Jesus Christ was a nigger just like us, man. They call you a nigger, guess what? Jesus Christ was a nigger too, man. They hate you and oppress you. They hated and oppressed Jesus Christ too, man. And Jesus Christ did what? Rose from the dead, and all power was given to him from God. And if you stand up and come back here, all power will be given to you too, man. No longer do you have to be a slave no more. No longer do you have to be belittled no more. No longer do you have to be good for nothing no more, man. You can stand up and get your power back, man. And it starts by you coming in here and changing your life, man. No longer do you have to be a drug dealer or a criminal no more. No longer do you have to be running from the police no more. What you can do is come and serve God and stand on this corner, man, and tell the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. And those words are so powerful, man. Those words are so powerful, man. I wake up and say that first thing in the morning, man. I say that the first thing in the morning, man. I say that before I go to work. I say that when I'm on break at work. I say that when I come home. I say that before I go to bed. I say that before I eat dinner, man. You see how you Christians say grace? I say the oppressor's the devil the Bible speaks of, man. That's how I say that. Read that for me one more time.
Go on. 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathens have sought to paint the likeness of their images.
And they painted the likeness of their images in there, man. Now what's that called? It's called steganography, man. So lucky, can someone pull me up the definition of steganography so I can teach these British people some English words, so lucky. Pull me up the definition of steganography so I can teach them a thing or two. So I can teach these English people English, that's the one. Give me the definition of steganography. Read that one more time. I'm going to show you what steganography is, man. So lucky.
Come and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
They sought to paint the likeness of their images. Now give me the definition of steganography, man.
Steganography is the practice of concealing information within another message or physical object to avoid detection.
To avoid what?
Detection.
They painted Jesus Christ white because they wanted to avoid detection, man. They want you to know Jesus Christ was black, so they painted him white, and the word is called steganography, man. Go put that in your notebook, man. A new word you learned today. Go put that in your vocabulary, man. You think black men don't know big words and all of these things? We study back here, man. We sit down at Commanding General YAHANNA's feet, man, and we learn these things, man. We learn this history. We learn these breakdowns. We learn this Bible, man. And that's why no man can come before us, man. Why? Because we serve the God of the Bible, the living God, man.
That's right.
Read that one more time.
God, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathens had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
and they sought to paint the likeness of their images. Get me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3, man. They painted the likeness of their images. But now, we've been loving this man for too long, and loving this man is the same man that oppressed us, the same man that harms us, the same man that kills us, man. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. So black man, black woman, you need to get your strength back, man. Because serving these nations have made you lose your spirit, man. They've made you lose exactly who you are, man. Time for you to get your strength back. Give me that.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1, Salakia, chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Let no man deceive you by any means. We've been deceived by these images, man. We've been deceived by these paintings. We've been deceived by the Renaissance period, man. We've been deceived. And black man, it's time for you not to be deceived no more, man. It's time for you not to be deceived no more. Read.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
By any means.
For that day shall not come except there be a falling away first.
And black man, you need to stand on your feet, man, and fall away from this oppressor, man. We've loved this oppressor for too long, and they've made us so despondent, man. Hey, listen, I'm giving them an English vocabulary today, man. They've made us be so despondent, man. So lucky, can someone give me the definition of despondent? I'm teaching English out here today, man. So lucky, read that from me.
2 Thessalonians, verse 2, chapter 3. Let no man deceive you by faith, Salakia. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come.
So now the day that we get free shall not come, man. The day that Jesus Christ returns to save black people shall not come.
Except there come a falling away first.
Except they come a falling away first. And we've been broken down under this oppressor, man. We've been deceived under this oppressor. We've lost our spirit under this oppressor, man. They've made us despondent. Lucky, did anyone get the definition for me? Oh, come on, come on. Now we're going to give you the definition of despondent, man. Lucky, come on, read it.
Go ahead. This is Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Despondent, feeling or showing extreme discouragement, dejection.
And this nation of people have discouraged us, man. They've discouraged black men. They've took our spirit away, man.
That's right.
They've made us despondent, man. We need to get our spirit back, man. We need to get our strength back.
Or depression.
Or what?
Depression.
They've made us depressed, man. Serving white Jesus has depressed black people, man. Going to church on Sunday has depressed black people, man.
Synonyms: bad, blue,
Bad, and like the captain said earlier, blues music. They've made us blue, man.
broken-hearted.
Hold on, what did that say, sir?
Broken-hearted.
They've made us broken-hearted, man. They've made us broken-hearted. Serving a nation that lies to us and deceives us has made black people broken-hearted, man. Why do you think black people's spirit is so low? Because we're broken-hearted, man.
Cast down.
Say that again one more time, sir.
Cast down.
Serving the oppressors has us cast down, man.
Disconsolate.
We're disconsolate, man. Because of these other nations and us serving their gods, man. These are some words that you didn't learn in school, man. Don't worry, the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA will teach you these things, man. So I can go ahead.
Forlorn.
Forlorn, man.
Gloomy.
Gloomy. Gloomy is another word for sad and depressed. And us serving these other nations has made us gloomy, man.
Give me a few of them. There are a few, right? Heart sick. Heart sore. Heavy-hearted. Inconsolable.
Inconsolable.
One more.
Go ahead, sir.
Joyless.
Joyless, man. Go ahead, sir.
Low-spirited.
Low-spirited, man. The Christian church makes black people low-spirited, man. Whereas out here, we give you your spirit back, man. That Christian church has made us low-spirited for far too long, man. They've made us depressed for far too long, man. So, Lucky, what are you holding for me, okay?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, And that man of sin be revealed. That what? That man of sin be revealed.
And we are here revealing that man of sin, man. That man of sin is the biggest liar on the face of the earth. That man of sin is the oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Now we need to fall away from him, man. That's right. That's what we need to do. We need to fall away from him. And where does it start? By finding out people he told you was white, you find out they was black. Listen, man, we done some research, man, and we found out Moses was black, man. That's right. We found out David was black, man. We found out Elijah was black, man. We found out Paul was black. We found out Peter was black, man. Right. We found out John was black. We found out King James was black. We found out King Charles I was black. We found out King Charles II was black. We found out Septimius Severus was black, man. And we found out Freddy Krueger's a white man. So lucky, read on. Read on.
That the Son and that man of sin be revealed. That what? Man of sin be revealed.
And we're revealing that man of sin, man. So you no longer have to be low-spirited no more. So you no longer have to be broken no more. We're revealing that man of sin, man. You come get some flyers, man. You come get some flyers and learn about your God, black man. So you can fall away from the oppressor, man.
The son of perdition.
The what?
Son of perdition.
That man's the son of perdition, man. The same man that cast the flood out of his mouth. Listen, man, what we're saying to you ain't lies. We showed you the history books. We showed you the complete works of Michelangelo. We showed you the works of what's his name, Leonardo da Vinci. These was Renaissance. He was commissioned by Pope Rodrigo VI, man. He commissioned them to come back to Rome and paint paintings, man. How do we know? Because we study history, man. That's how we know. Because we study these records, man. Drop that, give me Acts 13 and 1 real quick. Now we're going to show you the word Niger in the Bible, man. Niger is the Latin word for black. Now, this world calls you thugs and criminals and murderers and gangsters and drug dealers and good for nothing. But we're going to show you what God called you in the Bible, man. We're going to show you what people called you in the Bible. Read.
Acts 13 verse 1. Now there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
So now certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon,
that was called nigger.
What was they called?
Nigger.
The word Niger is in the Bible, which is a Latin word for black, man. Now if you type in Niger and get the Latin definition, it means black. There's certain prophets in the Bible that was called black, man. Read that one more time.
Now, there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas, as Simeon, that was called Niger.
Black man, you no longer need to be despondent no more, because now you're finding out the people in the Bible were black, man. It's time for you to get your spirit back, man. It's time for you to get some strength back, man. It's time for you to lift your head out your palms, man, and wipe those tears off your face and say, I'm a black man, I'm a black woman, and that means something, man. It means I'm the greatest thing on the face of the earth. Time to put some strength back into your body, man. No longer being despondent, man. Time to stand on your feet, Slucky words.
This is the Merriam-Webster's Dictionary. Nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R. History and etymology. An alteration of the earlier Niger, from Middle French negre, from Spanish or Portuguese negro, from negro black, from the Latin niger.
Oh, we give that a hand, man. Oh, we. Listen, man. We read that out of the Bible and we also read it out of the dictionary. We didn't write no dictionary. We just read the dictionary, and that's why we know these big words, man. So lucky. That's why we know. That's why we got some vocabulary you've never heard before, man. Because we've read words, man. Now read that one more time out of the Bible.
Acts 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, That was called Niger.
That was called Niger. Black man, now, you was low, you was despondent before. Now, you're finding out that Jesus Christ is black. What are you supposed to do? Gird up your loins, man, and say, you know what, I'm a black man and be strong, man. We need to get some exuberance about us. So like, can someone prove out the definition of exuberance? Listen, man, we need to get some exuberance back, man. That's what we need to do. Read that one more time. Let's give the people some exuberance, man, our brothers and sisters.
I got you.
Go ahead, sir.
Exuberant, an adjective. Joyously unrestrained, and
We need to be joyful and unrestrained once we find out Jesus Christ is black.
and enthusiastic.
And enthusiastic, man. We need to get some strength back behind us, man. We need to get some exuberance back, man. Some strength and some spirit, man. Some dynamism, man. These are some old English words, man. Read that one more time, Hakia. So lucky, sir, can you get me the definition of dynamism? So lucky. So lucky, sir.
Acts 13 verse 1.
Go ahead, man.
Now there were in the church that was called at Antioch. Salakia. No, there were in the church.
Read that one more time.
Acts 13 verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon. That was called Niger.
That was called what?
Niger.
That was called what?
Niger.
It was called Niger, man. So lucky, if I could, can you just get me out of the bag the book, family names from the Irish Anglo-Saxon. Now we're gonna go into a book which we didn't write. We didn't write the book. We're gonna go into the book, man, and we're gonna let you know some things which is in the book. Hold on, give me 1 second. So now we're gonna go into it should be a kind of thin book. So now we're gonna go into this book, man, and we're gonna get some words out of this book. We're gonna show you what it says. This is like a dictionary. It should be a blue book. Hold on, let me see what page you want in that book. Hold on, let me see what page you want in that book. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I need page 23. Is that the right one? Yeah, should be highlighted. So now I'm gonna have the brother read. Yeah, this is the right one. So now this is the family names from the Irish Anglo-Saxon, Anglo-Norman and Scotch. Why? Because the original Irish and British people that ruled Scotland were black people, man. Now let me go into this. Read what diva means.
Diva. Originally. Diva. Originally. Diva. From dub. From what? Dub. From what? Dub.
An island. The capital is what? Dublin, man. The capital is Dublin. Why is the capital called Dublin? And what does dub mean, man? In Scotland, they're always talking about dub, dub, dub. Let's see what dub means, man.
Black man.
Wait, dub means what?
Black man.
Dub also means a black man.
A dark complexion.
Wait. Dub means what?
A dark complexion.
Dub means a dark complexion, man. And black man out here, you have a dark complexion, man. Why? Because we ruled Ireland, man. We ruled Ireland, man. We ruled England, man. We ruled Scotland, man. And then, after what did they do? Started to kick black people out of England, Ireland, and Scotland, man. After the Dark Ages, well, guess what? The Dark Ages is returning, man. No, sir. The Dark Ages is returning, man. In September, so lucky, read that one more time.
Dub. Diva. Originally Diva. From dub. Black man. A dark complexioned man.
Now read that one.
Devlin. Dub. Black.
Wait, dub means what?
Black.
Dub means what?
Black.
When you see Dublin, it meant black men. Nowadays, they tell you it means Blackpool. It was called Dublin because so much black people was there, man. But they've took that out of some of the books. Give me the next page. Let me get the next page. Go ahead. Duff. Now, everyone's always like Duff. Now, a Scottish and Irish surname is what? Duffy. The original Duff was black people, man. Read.
Duff. Dub, pronounced Doob, or black. Duffy, Dub, black. An individual, a black person.
Wait, Duffy means what?
A black person.
Dub means what?
A black person.
All these things meant a black person. King James was also black, like he got such good.
That's right.
Now, let's find out a little bit about King James, man. Page, what do I want on this page? 16, give me the Douglas, that one. So now, hold on, we'll read it.
Douglas, no single family, apart from the Stuarts, has contributed.
And the Stuart family is King James, man. Because his name was James Stuart, man. Those King James, they was from the Stuart family, man.
So much to the course of the Scottish history.
Now we're going to give some Scottish history.
As that of Douglas Williams. Douglas. William D. Douglas lived at the end of the 12th century. His younger son, Andrew, was ancestor to the Earls of Morton, of whom James Douglas, 1525 to 81, fourth Earl by virtue of his marriage to the predecessor's daughter, was the infamous Regent Morton during the boyhood of King James.
So now, if you know anything about the Black Douglas, at the time, England invaded Scotland. Now, Edward, I believe it was Edward the Confessor, invaded Scotland because he considered Scotland a vassal island, meaning he can just go there and do what he wants. And what Robert the Bruce, that was ruler over Scotland, had a warrior in his army called, what's his name? Thomas Douglas. What's his name again? They called him the Black Douglas, but
James Douglas.
James Douglas
was the infamous Regent Morton during the boyhood of King James V, who finally had him beheaded for his part in the murder of Lord Danley 14 years earlier. The elder son of Sir William Douglas, was father of good Sir James, 1286, 1330, who was the right-hand man of King Robert I.
So he was the right-hand man of Robert the Bruce.
The Bruce at the Battle of Bannockburn.
So that was the battle that they had.
In 1314, and after it, he was called the Black Douglas.
He was called the what?
The Black Douglas.
He was called the what?
The Black Douglas.
They called him the Black Douglas. This man was a warrior called the Black Douglas, man. Listen, you're taking inspiration from Bruce Lee, thinking Bruce Lee's a warrior, man. A man that died of a headache, man. What did he have a headache? A man that died of a headache, man. That ain't no warrior, man. Listen, was it a headache?
Is the cup half empty or is half?
Is the cup half empty? Is it half full? Listen, man. He died of a headache, man. Listen, these men, the Black Douglases, they was warriors, man. You're talking about Bruce Lee, talking about some 1-inch punch. Forget some 1-inch punch. I'm trying to wind it up, man. Salakia, 1-inch punch. I'm trying to wind it up. Read.
He was called the Black Douglas from his complexion.
Wait, he's called the Black Douglas because what?
Of his complexion.
Hold on. He was called Black Douglas because what?
His complexion.
Listen, man, the Douglas family was a black family, man. The Douglas family was a black family, man. Don't let them lie to you, man. Let me get that one. So hold on, let me see what page you want. Yeah, give me 1 second. Hold on. So now this is a book called Jacobite Gleanings. So what happened after Charles I got beheaded, who was a black man? After he got beheaded, what did Oliver Cromwell do? Started shipping black men and black women abroad. They started shipping them abroad, man. And now, these are the records of some of the brothers that they shipped abroad. They started shipping them from England, Scotland and Ireland to the Caribbean, man. This is some of the records we're reading, man. Listen, this top that I'm wearing right now, this is a family called, this is the Gilbert Crest, man. This family was shipped to Barbados. And you see the under crest is the black faces, man. They ship this family abroad, man. This is called the Gilbert family, and with research you can find that their family is still in Barbados today, man. Read this one more. Read this for me.
There was an Edinburgh right.
So now bear in mind, this is the Jacobite gleanings. So Oliver Cromwell started shipping them abroad. What we're going to read is what Oliver Cromwell's men said about the men that they shipped to the Caribbean. Read.
George Hume, age 30, marked as a black man.
Wait, he was a what?
Marked as a black man.
He was a black man, go ahead.
Whose colour would no doubt suit the West Indies.
They said his colour was what?
Suit the West Indies.
He said what? He said his colour would suit the West Indies. Now what was your question? What did you say?
The question is like, who civilized England?
Who civilized England?
Yeah, supposedly the Italians civilized England.
Basically who?
The Italians.
And what year did this happen?
I've read it.
Because England learned all of its laws from black men. England learned all of its laws from black men that follow the Bible. Where he? Go ahead.
Charles II.
That's who?
That was Charles II.
And Charles II is a black man? Charles II is a black man? Charles II is... Hold on, slow down.
What color is olive? Is it white? Is it white?
White.
Is what color is olive? What color is it? Is it pink?
Oh, it's not pink.
So what color is olives? Olives come in two colors.
It's a light.
Olives come in two colors, black and green. I ain't never seen a green man. So if he was olive color, he was black.
That's right.
And listen, man, the reason you know Charles II was black. Wait, slow down. What was Charles II's surname? What was Charles II's surname?
Hold on, how about maybe it was Italian?
Get me what Charles II's surname was. Listen, get me what Charles II's surname was. Charles II. What was Charles II's surname? Find it for me.
Charles James.
Charles what?
James.
No. What was his surname? Was his surname Stuart? Charles Stuart. Was he from the Stuart Kings or not? Come on. Get me that other book and give me the definition of smart.
Black hair, dark brown eyes. He much resembled his Italian maternal grandmother.
And let me go one further.
Married the Medici.
And where does it say he was white?
Huh?
Where does it say he was white?
Yeah, but he was Italian then.
Let me go one further. Why did they call Charles the black boy then? Why was Charles called the black boy? Because you have black hair and black eyes. That's a dumb lie, man.
Let me say one thing. I mean to cut in too much. It said that was from his maternal side. You are not your mother. Your mother carries seed. Your father has sex with your mother and puts seed in her stomach. You come from your father. You are your father's child. That's basic science. That's basic biology. Don't say not necessarily. Because when you're ready to breed dogs, you want to know who the father of that puppy is. When you're ready to breed horses, you want to know who the father of that horse is. But when it comes to people, you want to tell me about the maternal side. God recognizes your lineage from your father.
When the child is born, many times he resembles the mother, not the
It
father.
doesn't matter what the child looks like. The bloodline comes from the father. You plant seed into a woman, 9 months, she gives you back a child. Child doesn't come from her. Dumb goodbye. Let's wrap it up back for you, bro.
Let nobody tell you crap. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like